Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. It's Thursday the 24th of February, and when I did the video this morning about the 1.3 update, and I said all I need now is a big mod day, and we'll test it out, we'll test the theory. Today is that day. Copious configurations we have. You can see in the background, look, the TLX 2020. And then we've also got a SiiD modding mod. Yeah, there's, if anything's going to break it, it's going to be this. So we have got, well, two updates. One being TLX 2020 series by 82 Studio, but the update for that is console release. The other is the fuel storage by MrStier. We have got, I'm going to start here and then work my way around, I guess. The Lizard 6M by Rowley Christie 1 VSI modding, Sir, 3.85 megabytes download and 3 slots on console. 6 meter plow. This can't be run backwards. I mean, you can turn around and put this onto the front, but it won't plow. Not like some of the others we've had in the past. That dog ain't gonna hunt. So yes, it won't work, but we'll hook up, we'll unfold. Great thing about this, 6 meter plow, and it is dirt cheap. It's like £8 I think. Well, I haven't noticed I'm not getting stones all of a sudden. I don't know why that is. I'm sure I've got stones turned on. Please, stones, where are you? They should be bringing up live stones. Oh, that's weird. Anyway, this you'll find under tools, under, I've lost it, under plows, I mean figuratively and actually. There you go, do 6M, yeah, £8, that's all. Slot count comes down from 3 to 1. So options available, we can change the colours to anything on that palette. That's pretty much all you need to know about that one. Super. Next we have got the street lamps. This by Team JZD Vidhostice. 0.41 megabytes download. There are 4 in this pack. We've got 2 discharge ones and 2 LED ones. These are automatic. They will come on at night. There's no option for turning lights on. I'm going to say it, but I know I'm going to forget with everything else that's coming later. If I remember at the end of the video, I'll speed through time till it gets dark and we'll see these come on. What's the button? I forget. You'll find them, not there, in build mode, along to decoration, down to lights, and on the very end there. So, discharge lamp. Yeah, the first 2 or 3 slots, so 300 and 200, and then 400 and 600 for the LED lamps. And yeah, they just place and rotate. Now, yeah, there's not much else to say about those. Again, there's street lamps and they do that. This one is what we're going to be looking at. This is the Old Brick Well by 810 Mods and LewisModz. 0.58 megabytes download, 1 slot on console. Once placed and you come to the trigger, it's free. The water's free, doesn't cost you a thing. We were just in there looking at it, but anyway. Under container, right at the very end, it's £1. Like I say, once placed, job done. You might also notice there, slot count. If you didn't watch the update video, slot counts have been amended. On PlayStation, well, on my PlayStation Pro, slot count is no longer 27, whatever it was, it's now 2,600. What's worse is on my PS5, it's come down from 5,155 to 4,400. That's a big decrease in available slots. It's still a very good slot. I'm just saying, it's come down by quite a lot. 4,400. Like I said before, if we were playing on FS19 and someone had said, oh, we're going to increase the slot count from 12,999 to 4,400, we would have been over the moon. So it's brilliant, but it has come down considerably as part of the update. Next, we have got... I don't know where the dog's gone. Fill bowl. It's probably off chasing a deer or something. How weird. Well, he was here when I placed it. Keep pressing. Oh, here it comes. Look. Oh, where have you been? In build mode. Where are we? Under animals. I'm going to pieces. Going to pieces. Under other. 2,500. It's just a slightly different design. Doghouse. This one is also by 810 Mods and LewisModz. 3 slots, 0.61 megabytes download. Doghouse. The dog has a tendency to wander off, as you can see. Next, we have got this, the Fleegle DPW 210. It's by LandDEV. It is 7.41 megabytes download, 5 slots on console. This is not an auto load trailer, but it is a bale trailer. I do like these ones. I used to find when 19 first came out, they were brilliant, they look fantastic, but when you closed them around lots of bales, the bales started jostling and there was a bit of an issue with that. That could still be the case, but they are nice, a nice looking trailer. This you'll find under bale loaders on the end there. 26 grand. Slot count will come down from 5 to 1. It will do round bales or square bales. Like I say, it's not an auto load. We have got the option of Trelleborg, Continental, Michelin, BKT, Freystein, back again. I think the only one, Trelleborg, this has been happening as well. Weird things with the menu. We've got standard, wide, narrows, back to standard. Continental is just standard. Michelin is standard. BKT standard. Yes, only the Trelleborg that's got standard, wides or narrows. Then you've got loading left or loading right, so that will switch which side the whole thing opens from, which we'll see in a moment. And then we've got main colour choice. I did go for chrome initially, but anything on that palette. And then rim colour. There we go. Anything on that palette. Then license plate option as well, if you wish. So let's hook up. Don't know if you can see what's coming up next. Honestly, you couldn't make this up. So, unfold trailer, lifts the whole thing up, opens up the side, whichever side you've chosen, and then if we fold trailer, puts it back down again. What I would suggest you do before you do that though, which I should have shown you, under L1 I've got right stick side to side. If you open the whole thing out, so you open it right out, then unfold it. When you put your bales in, they can afford to be a little bit loose, not as accurate as they could be. Then when you fold it back down again, it jumps down, it goes down. You then close it a little bit tighter around the bales to hold it all in place. There are no straps on this. It just relies on the fact that framework is going to hold them in place. That's the Fleegle DPW 210 by LandDEV. Next, I'm going to use this tractor. Now, I'm not going to be honest with you now. This is... You couldn't make this up. The BGAs was one thing yesterday, but this is something else. We've got the Bergmann GTW 430 and the Bergmann GTW 430. One is by Jelonek, one is by LS AgrarDesignAustria. They are, for all intents and purposes, identical in every way. One of them is 6.3, I think it's this one, 6.3 megabytes download. That one's 6.4. I mean, again, practically nothing in it. They're both 87 grand. They're both 43,000 litres. The pipes open out the same. The nozzles on the end open up the same. Pretty much identical. The only difference that I think I could find was on the Jelonek one, the first one. On the instructions it says tyre configuration. This has some options to go from standard to wides. This one doesn't. That really is it. I've been around it and I can't see any differences. I mean, you'd have to probably go through all the XML files on PC to pick it apart completely, but they look exactly the same to me. So both together, Jelonek, LS AgrarDesignAustria, the Bergmann GTW 430. These are auger wagons, auger trailers. You'll find them just where I just said. We have got the GTW 330 as standard, but if we come across now, it's actually this one here and this one on the end. As you can see, 87 grand. 87 grand. The mod says the same thing, Bergmann GTW 430 mod, so does that one. 43,000 litres, 280 horsepower required, 13.6 tonne. 280 horsepower, 13.6 tonne, 43,000 litres. They take exactly the same things, most of the crop types and seed and fertiliser. Like I say, this one is the one by Jelonek. We've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Mitas, BKT, Vidhostice, back to Trelleborg. And then we do have the option of standard or wides. I think I've got it that way round, because under the Jelonek one, it does say tyre configuration, and that's what we're doing. We're changing the tyre configuration, not just tyre options. I think Michelin, same thing, standard and wide, and then Mitas is as it is, BKT as it is, Vidhostice as it is, and then Trelleborg. So if I go across the other one, Michelin, Trelleborg, Mitas, BKT, Vidhostice, back to Michelin. No options within those, just those tyre choices, and that's it. So what we'll do, I'll show you this one. It's no point me showing you the other one as well. It does exactly the same thing. We'll come alongside it just for good measure. Open the cover, L1 and left on the D-pad. Nicely detailed, nicely made. Pipe out. Like so. We've then got side to side, raises and lowers the pipe, so you can get an adjustment on heights of trailers, a bit more distance out. Under L1, right stick side to side, we can adjust the nozzle, and that's the same on both of them as well. It's like it was with the BGAs. It's that unfortunate thing of two different modders putting something in and then both being released on the same day. Steering axles front and rear. The weird thing is, I know there was a bit of hoo-ha, that's a technical term, there was a bit of hoo-ha a while ago about one of the planters that was coming out, and I can't remember who all the different modders were, but one group of modders were going to release it and so were the others. One group beat them to it, but as far as I was aware, Giants had said that they wouldn't test and put out two mods the same, which baffles me as to how that's happened. If that is their policy, I don't know. I mean, that's just what I heard. A rumour, so to speak. Anyway, that's those two, the Bergmann GTW 430 by Jelonek and LS AgrarDesignAustria. Next, we've got the Hawe, I always say it wrong, Hawe. The Hauer ULW 3500 TATR. The TA is a smaller version, the TR is the larger version. The TA is a double axle, the TR is a triple axle, slightly different capacities. I do love these on both of them. So when you load them up, it tells you what you've got in here. Again, auger wagon, nicely detailed. We'll go into our auger wagons again. So we've got a standard in the game, the ULW 4000, which is 43,000 litres. And then we've got these two here. So as I said, the 3500 TA is 34,000 litres, 250 horsepower required. And the ULW 3500 TR is 38,000 litres. So not a huge amount of difference in the two of them, but they come both in this pack. Options available, Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vidhostice, back again. Under, there's no tyre choices on those. I thought there were. I thought there were some wides and stuff. Maybe not. Maybe I dreamt that. Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vidhostice. Yeah. So no options other than a few the tyres, but nothing within those themselves. So, and again, they both do the same, just slightly different sizes, slightly different prices. One is, what are the slots on these? 8 and 9. The one that I've got is the 9. Slot counts come down to 1 because I've got one already. Same thing with this. Open cover. Pipe out. What are the odds of 3 auger wagons all on the same day? Nice animation for unfolding. We have got same thing again. Pipe up and down on L1 and right stick side to side. We've got nozzle adjustment as well on that. What I am going to do, put the pipe in, whiz over to the silo very quickly because I just want to show you the display go up as you put something into it. Big old beastie, isn't it? Mind you, the dog's not there, and then as soon as you want to do something, oh, something appears. Like a bad smell. Right. Let's put some of that wheat in. Hey, look at that. Oh, displays out by a litre. Whew. Needs recalibrating. But I like that. That's pretty cool having it on the side of there. Fantastic. Close that. So that's the Hauer ULW 3500 TATR. Oh, I didn't say it was by today. 21.85 megabytes. That's by Schnibbl Modding. Next, this is the Lindner Lintrac 90 by AgrarDesignAustria and MrStier. It's 12.08 megabytes download, 15 slots on console. I think we've got the Lindner Lintrac 130 as standard, so this is a slightly smaller version of. You'll find it under tractors, under small tractors. Let me just double check that in case I'm going mad, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the 130 we've got standard. So here on the end, the Lintrac 90, 85 gram for the base model. Slot count will come down from 15 to 1. Options, Trelleborg, Mitas, Michelin, Vidhostice, BKT, back again. Under each of these, pretty much, we've got a standard and a rear twin. And there's that weird thing happening there. You see the whole thing bouncing? I'm not quite sure why it's doing that. Under Mitas, same thing. Standard and rear twin. Michelin, which starts on wide, but wide and rear twin. Vidhostice, wide and rear twin. There's no other options. There's no narrows or anything like that. Wide and rear twin under BKTs and back to that again. And then we've got beacon lights, left or all, so left or both, basically. And then we've got with fender, without fender, front loader attacher. We've only got a quick, not a Hauer. So quick or no. And then main colour choice. Anything on that palette there. Rim colour. Anything on that palette there. And a number plate option. 102 horsepower. We'll hop in. Side up. This does, however, have, as you can see, slightly all-wheel steer. So the rear one's turning as well. All-wheel steer, which we can change to front wheel steer, crab steer left, crab steer right, back to normal. We have also got on this one, under L1, right stick side to side does the left door, right stick up and down does the right door, and under R1, right stick side to side, so up and down, sorry, and side to side does the rear door, up and down does the rear window, and up and down does the front window. And we've also got under L1 and R1, you can see these actually, let's turn into the light a little bit and zoom right in. Under L1 and R1, right stick side to side opens and closes that rear window to the side, and up and down does that rear window on that side. So, a few different options there. Strobe beacons on it as well, very cool. Interior, stop flickering, silly wing mirrors. Nice little tractor with a few options on it. Very nice. That's by AgrarDesignAustria and MrStier. MrStier, I'm probably going to use that for the next one. The Krone Comprima F155XC by RM Team. 5.91 megabytes download and 5 slots on console. This will do bale sizes 125, 150 and 180 round bales. I did start off when I was doing the baler videos of cutting grass and then showing them baling and then saying what the bale sizes were, but the problem is the bale sizes change between grass and straw and hay and silage. So unless you set them all up to show all of them, but they do a 125, a 150 and a 180 bale, which you can set, of course. Just trying to think, if I still got grass at the back that we could bale. Don't think so, I think I reset it all. But, back up to the baler. It's got a few options for tyre choice and stuff like that. Let's raise that up first. So, that's with it raised. Pick up. Lowered, turning on, like so. Does everything it needs to. I don't think we can unload this without needing it. No. We've got automatic drop off. You can turn on or off. So when you go in, you don't have to keep pressing that button to open and close the rear door. You do have to stop still, but yeah, and it'll bail. It's you know, it'll do round bales. It's not pretty much much more to show on it, really. That's what it will do. As far as options, if we go to our balers, right on the end there, 60 grand for the base model. Slot count will come down from 5 to 1, 70 horsepower required. We have got the option of Trelleborg, BKT, Vidhostice and back again. On the Trelleborg, we have got single tyre, larger single tyre, twins or tandems and larger tandems. That's the same for all of them under BKT, which is what I think I went for at the end. Vidhostice, back to Trelleborg. And then we've got the option of main colour, different yellows. So we've got a slightly faded yellow, a more sort of newer yellow, and a very faded. More the Krone colour. I'm kind of used to the cream, really, more than a yellow. And then we've got a rim colour choice of anything on that palette for the rim colour, and a license plate if you wish to have a license plate. We'll run at 10 miles an hour to do your baling. Lovely. The Krone Comprima F155XC by ARM team. Next we move on to these, and I'm going to throw this in with it. The next mod I was going to talk about was this. I'll show you it first. This is the Demco SideQuest 130 by SiiD Modding and Brent Elinburg. 3.98 megabytes download, 5 slots on console. This is designed for the 8 series of tractors by SiiD Modding, but it does work on tracked ones, it says, including the 9RT. So that's why I put it on this one, and it does work perfectly on the 9RT, which is the pack we're going to kind of look at in conjunction with. This has got a 3,785 litre tank, which will work in conjunction with herbicide, fertiliser sprayers, that kind of stuff, if you've got them attached on the back. Yeah, if you've got liquid fertiliser running through a planter or seeder, it will, you know, it hooks the whole lot all together. You'll find it, where was it? I think it might have been under sprayers. It's under sprayers? Yeah, there you go. On the end, $8,000. Herbicide or liquid fertiliser is what it will do. Yeah, 3,785 litres. You can have it where it says wheels or tracks. So if you've got a wheeled tractor, you want that version. A tracked tractor, you want that one. Then we've got the option on the side of logo Demco. You've got SideQuest by Demco. And then you've got Demco SideQuest. So you've got 3 different options. And then we've got main colour choice of the yellow, white or grey. And they hook up quite nicely. What I'll do is just get into that. I'm going to run out of time. Just realised I'm going to run out of time. Detaching it, you can drive away. And as you can see, I've got the tractor version. And just back up to it and clonk. You can lower them. You can say lowered. Doesn't seem to be doing anything, but anyway, that's the SideQuest 1000 tanks you can add on to various different mods, like these, for example, which is the next thing we're going to be looking at. These 3 beauties. We have got the John Deere 9R, 9RT, 9RX 2019 series by SiiD Modding. 32.92 megabytes download the pack. The 9R is 18 slots, the 9RT is 19 slots, and the 9RX is 24 slots. They look fantastic. They sound brilliant. This is where the plethora of configuration options starts to happen, because there are quite a few tyre choices. I'm not necessarily going to run through all of them, but these do look nice. They really do. They sound good too. If you're into your John Deeres, lovely. So under tractors, under large tractors, I will start right on the very end with the 9R, 346,000 for the base model. Slot count will come down from 18 to 1. Options on this: Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT of Vidhostice back to Trelleborg. Under the Trelleborg, why is that happening? We've got standard, twins, twins and weights. Twins and weights 2. So it's twins and weights starts off with weights all round. Twins and weights 2, weights at the front. Twins and weights 3, weights at the back. Then back to standard. Then under Michelin, this is where we got the more, I would say the more US sort of spec of it. Standard, standard 2, twins, twins 2, twins 3, twins 4, triples, which is what I went for because I think it looks brilliant on twipples. On twipples, it's been a long day. Standard 3, twins, twins and weights at the front, twins and weights at the rear, back to standard. Continental, we've got standard, standard 2. Hang on, did I just do those? Oh no. Standard, standard 2, twins, twins 2, twins 3, twins 4, all different weight options. Standard 3, twins, these are the larger twins. Yeah, like I say, loads of options. Under Mitre, standard, twins, twins and weights 2, twins and weights 3, back to standard. BKT, standard, twins, twins weights 2, 3, back to standard. Friedrichstein, standard, twins, twins and weights 2, 3, back to standard. We're back to treadable again. Then we got spec of EU, which has the lovely markers on them. US, which puts your lights out on the stalks. If you, of course, you've gone for, say, a twin or a triples, it puts the lights out on stalks on the US version. Just trying to think, it doesn't change the exhaust stacks or anything. We've then got an Aussie version with the oversized logo and the stalks too. Then back to EU. Front weight standard, rock box, 100 kilogram, 300 kilogram, 800 kilogram, 1300 kilogram, 1800 kilogram weights, and back to standard. Screen, puts a screen on the inside. Why is this not working? This is driving me mad. It's bouncing through. You see that everything changed at the bottom. I don't know if they've done something to stop the mod hub crashing when you're going into the menu, but it's now playing around and I can't get onto. There we go. All the menus. I don't know what's worse. Actually, crashing's worse. You can have an extra screen in the cab. All of that for that. Then we've got numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Blimey, it goes up a lot higher than I thought it was going to. Up to 19. Imagine having 19 of these. Mike Mitchell, eat your heart out. On the back, we've got 3-point link. Zoom out a little bit. 3-point link or a standard trailer attacher. Engine setup. We have got 462 horsepower, 517, 572, 627, 670 being the highest horsepower on the 9R we've got on this one. Main colour changes the tint on the windows. It's hard to tell. It's more if you go for the blue, you can see that kind of bluish tint on the windows. There's a darker grey as well. And then we've got a number plate option on there. If we go to the 9RT next, 387,500 for the base model. Slot count comes down from 19 to 1. We've got standard, and then we go through the same weight options, rock box, 0, 200, 700, 1200. Actually, no, slightly different. We have got, though, EU, US, Aussie, back to EU. On the back, we've got triangle, yes or no. In the middle on the back. We do have the screen option inside. We have the number options too. Numbers, I think we go the same thing, all up to 19. Attachers on the back, yes, 3-point link, or no, just a trailer a hitch. Trailer a hitch. Then we've got 517 horsepower, 572 horsepower, 628, back to 517, so 628 being the highest, 517 being the lowest. And then we've got track setup, standard, with weights, wides, with weights. I thought they had a 3-metre option as well. Maybe not. Oh, no, it might be the next one. So, yeah. Tracks with weights, wides and weights, back to standard. Then we've got main colour again, tints the windows, and then we've got a number plate option on there too. And then we move on to the 9RX. Design EU, US, Aussie, back to EU. Actually, we'll leave it on US. Front weight, standard, rock box, 100, 200, 700, 1200. back to standard. Screen inside, yes or no if you want one. Numbers, same thing, 1 or up to 19. Engine size on this is 517, 572, 627, 670. Track setup, standard, wide or 3 metre. This one did have 3 metre. I thought I was going insane. Colour option on the windows again, and a number plate option. Should you wish to change the number plate. I think I went for John Deere on these. Pretty sure I did. Yeah. So. Beacons, lights, horn. There's no doors or windows that open on these, but they don't have to get up to speed quick. They don't hang about these, I tell you. What I do like is the lean. When I bought this one out, when I went over some of the rougher ground, there's a bit of articulation laterally as well, so you get a bit of sideways tilt between them over like the front and rear section, which is really nice. Interior is very tidy as well. That's the 9R. RT. Actually, what we'll do is turn that off. We do get the startup screen on the John Deere monitor. Nice. Same thing. There's no slouch off the line. Nice bit of lean on the turn as well. I mean, they all are, let's be honest. It's a 9 series, of course it is. Going with the lights on it, isn't it? Yep. 9RS. 3 metre wide tracks. Yep. Lovely set of mods. All the details on those tracks. Fantastic. That's the John Deere 9R, 9RT, 9RX by SiiD Modding. Lovely, which brings me on to the update, but a new mod to console. And it's this. Please don't make me do it, 82 Studio. This is the TLX 2020 series. Now, if you remember this from FS19, let's run through a few things, shall we? So, we have 2 vehicles. We've got a diesel, I think it's a diesel, and then we've got a 6.7 litre monster. There's a whole lot of options on those, on the cabs. Then we've got the backs on these as well. So we've got a trail boss back, we've got a flatbed back, we've got a tippet back and trailer. We've got a tippet open, which has got ramps for putting something in. We've got the liquid tank and a trailer version. We've got the log it and a trailer version. We've got the the yard it, not the lawn it, the yard it and trailer, which I've got something on there and it works brilliantly. But we have got coming, I don't think we've got, actually I better check that. I don't think we have. Under mowers in there, let's go to our tools. Just my luck, I've missed it. No, the mower pack will be coming out at some point soon. The 0-turn mowers and stuff that go with this to go onto these backs. And then we've got the bale it back as well. These all come with a ton of options. The slot counts on these are 2s, 3s, 4s, I think a couple of them are 5s. Nothing above that, which is fantastic. Both the cab sides of these are 12 slots each, so again, not very high either. 43.24 megabytes for the entire pack. You can mix and match the trailers, of course. Again, loads of options. On the liquid one, you've got a 5,000 litre tank which you can transport. You've also got a slurry option on the back which spreads out at the back. I think it's about 10, I want to say 10 or 12 metres. I did come across one of the fields. It looked about that. It doesn't actually say in the mod tab what it is. And that bale it on the end is an auto-load round bale trailer. But I'll show you something with that later on because it was a little bit scary. I had one of those panic moments where I thought everything was going to just go to pieces. Now, on some of these backs as well, we have got a gooseneck attachment, we've got a ball joint in the back, and as standard in game now, we have got the gooseneck horse box, which hooks up to these, looks brilliant. There's this low profile version as well now, which I think looks absolutely gorgeous. New decals, just honestly, I'm going to miss something. I know I am. Apologies if I do. There is a lot. So, under cars, that's not cars, under cars, we've got the TLX 2020 single cab, 28 grand. It's got lower horsepower options, 280 horsepower and 380 horsepower. Then we've got the TLX 2020 single cab 6.7 litre, which goes from a 450 to a 510. So it depends what you want to go for. Now, as far as I can tell, the options on both of these are identical. The only thing that changes when we look over all the options of presets, wheel brand, wheel setup, front grille, vinyls, extras, lighting. When I said copious amounts of configuration options, honestly, vinyls, extras, lighting, kits, cab lights, window tint, attachers, mirrors, engine setup, main colour, design colour, rim colour, number plate. Yeah, on this one, we've got 3.3 litre turbocharged, which is 280 horsepower. And then we've got the TD42 T4, the 4.2 litre turbocharged at 380. Everything else, as far as I can tell, is the same. Now, I'm probably going to be proved wrong on that by someone, but we'll have a look at this one. Again, doesn't really matter, but we'll have a look. So we'll start off with presets. We've got standard or preset 1. That's the only one. There's a preset 1 that's been put in by Studio as kind of an option to kind of get you going if you don't want to fiddle around with the options. I'll put it back on standard. We've got the option of wheel brand Continental, Basics, Sport, High Performance, Off-Road, Mudding. No, it says Mudding. Oh, then it's the beaded rims. Mudding, black beaded rims, red beaded rims, Snow or back. Actually, I just want to double check that. Continental, Basics, Sport, High Performance, Off-Road, Mudding, different beaded rims, Snow. Yep, that's all right. I suddenly panicked. So under standard Continentals, we've got standard, standard 2, standard 3, back to standard. Under basics, standard Nokian Jules, zoom in a little bit, Nokian Jules, back to standard. Under sport, we've got street, Nokian, performance, Nokian Jules, street. Under high performance, we've got performance, performance wide, performance Jules, performance low profile, which just slams it, but that comes at a cost, which I'll explain later. Performance Jules low profile, performance wide low profile, back to performance. Off-road, standard, performance Jules, performance Jules, back to standard. Mudding, standard, performance Jules, performance Jules, and then the beaded options as well. Then we come around to front grille. We've got standard, main colour, design colour, chrome, back to standard. So depending on what you've got, your main colour or your design colour, you can mix and match your grille. We've got vinyls. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Oh, yeah, it should be all right. We've got Lizard motors. Now, I'm sure the original one's at 82 Studio, but I'm assuming they've stopped them doing that. That's a bit unfair, isn't it? So we've got Lizard motors. We've got Lizard logistics, Lizard farming, Lizard storage, or off. So you can pick one of those if you want. We've got extras, standard. So we've got side steps still, side steps black, bull bar still, bull bar black, still extras which has side steps and bull bar or black side steps or bull bar or off. Lighting, standard, LED bar on the front, strobe bar on the top, bull bar 1, bull bar 2, bull bar 3. Then we've got options of 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1 and 4, 1 and 5, which does the front lights, strip light, do you know what I mean? Light bar and those. Then we've got 2 and 3, which does the strobe light and the front lights. We go through those. Then all, we can have the strobe light, the strip light, and all in 1, all in 2, all in 3. Quite a combination. Kits, standard. Front bumper, design colour. Front bumper black, front bumper steel. Then we've got off-road, off-road main colour, off-road steel. Fenders, so it adds the side fenders on. Fenders 1, main colour. Fenders 2, design colour. Fenders 3, black. Fenders 4, steel. Then off-road 1, off-road 2. This is with extra fenders. Then back to standard. Cab lights up there, standard, rounded or squared cab lights. Window tint, standard, medium, dark. Under the side windows, not the front window. Attachers, standard, and on the front we can have a plough mount. On the original pack there was a plough that came with it. I haven't actually looked to see if there's a plough in here. There were so many options. Mirrors, standard, or with tow mirrors. Then we've got the engine set up 450 or 510 on this one. The other one we've already seen 280, 380, wasn't it? Then we've got main colour. This is where we've got sort of a flat colour, a gloss colour, a satin colour. What's the other one? So if we look at that one there, then that one there, then the satin. Oh, that's more of a kind of, what do they call it? Like the truck bed, sort of, I've forgotten the name of it now. Almost like a matte, isn't it? It's like a matte finish. But that's on, there's loads of different ones to choose from, as well as the standard colour palette. That's a lovely one. I do like the shine. The satins, I've always said this, are my favourites. Then design colours of the panels in between. You can mix and match your design panels. Obviously makes the lizard stand out more because it was on white before. You can make that stand out. Rim colour, we've got stainless steel, dark steel, aluminium, chrome and polished. There's not a huge amount of difference between them. I mean, the chrome is a lot shinier. I mean, obviously there are differences, but not glaringly. And then we can obviously combine however you want to go about it. And then another plate option. Like I say, I have probably missed something in there. Now, hurry up, hurry up. Under miscellaneous, we go to the end. Oh, not the end, but we start here. We've got the trail boss back. We've got the flatbed, the tippet open bed, lick it, log it, yard it, and bale it. I'm almost at a point now of going to say, you know what, have a look. Standard toolbox, side rails, roll bar, black roll bar, headache rack with sidebars, headache rack and toolbox, cover, back to standard. Then we've got fenders, standard or jewels. So if you've got jewels in the back, you can widen the trail boss back on that. Main colour for the rear bumper or design colour, so you can mix and match that. Then we've got main colour for the body, again, like that. Design colour, come on. We'll do that. Number plate option as well on there. On the flatbed, we've got diamond plate, we've got rubber. There's two options. We've got lighting standard, work lights, strobe lights, or both work lights and strobe lights. Main colour, let's just go with red, and a number plate option. The tippet, we've got basic capacity at 6,000 litres, extension 8,000 litres. We can have it wood panelled or painted panels. Wood stays as wood, painted panels will change colour. Main colour, like so. Design colour will change the colour of the painted panel. Number plate option. Same options pretty much for all of these. This one doesn't have a capacity option because this is the open bed. It's got ramps so you can put something in it, a vehicle or skid steer load or whatever you want to put in there. But we can change the main colour on that. Like so. The liquid 5,000 litre capacity, but we've got a multi-product tank which will take pretty much all liquids, or slurry sprayer which puts the back on there, still 5,000 litres, but it puts the spreader on the back. If you have it on slurry sprayer, it will only take digestate or slurry in the tank. If you have it on multi-product, it will take various different things. Lighting, we've got standard, we've got work lights, we've got a left beacon, right beacon, both beacons, or beacons and work lights if you want to go for all in one. Same thing, main colour. We've got some chrome ones on, so a lot of these we've got chrome, stainless steel, dark steel, aluminium, or colour options. If you want to, if we go for, say, for dark steel on the main tank, then design colour if we wanted to match to a vehicle, or however you want to go about it, number plate option on that as well. The log it, lighting, standard, work lights, those are two options. You can imagine by now, main colour, design colour will change the supports, number plate option. The yard it, inactive, it says there for decor. If you put an active, it puts a strimmer in there and a few bits and bobs, but you don't have to have that. Then we've got lighting, standard, work lights, main colour, changes to the framework. Then the balet. I'm not going to get through all this. Standard lighting, hang on. Work light, strobe bar, both. Main colour again, design colour. Help me. Yeah, so we've got diamond plate or steel on that one on the balet. And then we go from there up to, where are they? Trailers. How am I going to edit all this as well? So the trailers, the same options. Colour-wise, the same options. All the colour options are all there. The same as we've done for the actual backs are the same. We've got the tip-it trailer, the lick-it trailer, the log-it trailer, and the yard-it trailer. There's not a bale trailer or anything like that. The only difference on these is you have got some wheel brand options, obviously, because you have Continental, Basic, Sport. There's no performance ones on these, and these are pretty limited within these as well. You've got Jules, Nokian, I think on pretty much all of them. Oh, this one's got performance, Nokian, yeah. Capacity, obviously on this one you can have 6,000 or 8,000. Wood panels again, main colour again, rim colour again, number plate. Same with the kind of too far. The lick it. You can have multi-production or slurry spreader. So you could have the front one as a liquid tank, and you could have this one as a slurry sprayer. So you can kind of put between the two, which will give you 10,000 litres of whatever you want. Same thing with the tyre options. There's a few different ones to choose from. Same with the lighting, work lights, beacons and work lights in different configurations. All the various different colour options on there as well. The balet, same thing again on that. And the same with the yard it. You can have the decor inactive again on this one, or active. Wheel setups, colour options, all the same as the backs. Sorry if I have sped through those. And like I said, I think the most on one of these is 5. Yeah, I think 3 of them are 5 slots and one of them's 4. So let's hop in this. So this is on the slammed. But what I will say is this. That looks awesome. I love it. We go for our light options. Just looks great. The problem is with the slammed version, it looks fantastic with that back, which is great. If I unfold the trailer and we hook it up to... Come on, come on. Brilliant. I mean, yes, it is a little bit low, but it will hook up and it does work, which is fantastic. But the low profile option, if I close that back, we do have straps in the back as well for putting things. If I disconnect that, come on. Yeah, I've had it doing that a little bit. Come on. Don't do this to me now. You worked fine before. Could be the ground. Anyway, what I was going to say is when you hook up to some of the other backs, because it's on low profile, the whole chassis is dropped and the backs cut into the wheels. So if you're going to go for regular backs and stuff, other than the trail boss, you see the wheels are cutting through the back. You want to go for the regular and not the lowered, the slammed version. The slammed one does work with the trail boss back, but it's not so great with the other ones. Just as a word of warning, it's not a deficiency of the mod, it's just, you know, just the way the chassis works. It looks fantastic with that. Absolutely great. So, that's the lower horsepower, 280, 380. This is the big beastie. Now that does have some other options I haven't shown you. Under L1, right stick side to side, we can raise and lower the front end, which you can do on the other one as well. So you can bring it right up as well, raise and lower it. That's great. Under up and down, we can move the strobe bar on the top like that. We can put our strobes on with the back on as well. We'll do the strobes on there, strobes on there. Put our strobes on. Lights, 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 and boom! On the trailer as well on the back. This is the flatbed back on here, which has a trailer hitch as well, but the lighting on this is crazy. If I then go, which one does it adjust? The light bar can go up and down, which can adjust the light on that. And then on the back, if I switch to that one, which one's, no, L1, R1 and right stick side to side moves the work lights around as well. So if you've got one with work lights, you can swing your work lights all the way around. That light is absolutely bonkers on there. Also very cool. So what we'll do is straps on that, yeah, straps on the back of that as well. Let's disconnect that. So as you can see, there's all the various different backs. I mean, they're fairly self-explanatory, I would say, but you can see the weight on those. Unloading, I'm not going to unload everything, but so on the trailer and the back we'll do exactly the same thing. It does let go of you eventually. Nice bit of spring in the suspension as well, which is very cool. Please get through. So this is the open back has straps as well. L1 and right stick side to side. No, there we go. Right stick up and down. Puts the ramps out and the ramps down. Now these will go beyond the point of the vehicle, so you have to be quite gentle with those to get them to the right height. But it does give you the ability, when they're at there, you can put them anywhere in that position, all the way down to the ground, which is great. I like that as an option. Then whenever you put whatever you've got in, we do have straps to strap things down as well. Lovely. Disconnect that one. Come on. Got the tank and the slurry spreader. The log one is fairly self-explanatory, although it does fold up, so that's the one that's just got regular stuff in it. This one is the slurry spreader on the back. I went for one with, one without. Now I know obviously I'm not going across ground. Actually, let's just whiz across here and turn it on. Shall we? That's got to be about 10 or 12, isn't it? It's a handy old attachment to have on that. So that's the liquid, and the detailing on all of these trailers. Oh, left the top out. Sorry. No, not that one. Close cover. You can open and close the covers on those, as you've just seen. Disconnect that. Disconnect that. The log trailer, or the log back on this one, can fold away. Come on. I know I'm going to stop this and think, right, how am I going to edit this down and get this shorter? So this one also has straps for your logs, but we can unfold the trailer, which does that, packs it all away, and you can use it as a flatbed. So you can put all sorts of other stuff on it as well if you want. You don't have to have it with the log sides on. You can unfold it like that and have it with the log sides on, which is pretty cool. Hook up to that one. Does it do some that one? Yeah, that one, same thing. You can fold it away and you can put other stuff on it as well if you want to. For the log it, the yard it, back, and the trailer does does the same thing. But what we will do is, I mean, like, there are light options on these, which obviously I went for, and you can rotate the lights around and stuff, which I showed you on one of the other ones, but they are on all of them. If we come around and now from there, which one is it? No, that one. There we go. Again, the ramp will go further than the trailer, so just be careful. We do have straps, and I've got the AB mower strapped down, but when we get all the various other ones as well, you can do that. Enter that. Look at that, how cool is that? And away you go. That is absolutely, oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. So that's fantastic. Very, very cool. And the one that I've been most nervous about showing you, because in testing it I was like, this is awesome, but then something happened, something bad, and I don't want to talk about it. So this is an auto load trailer and it's absolutely brilliant. It does have straps, and what you do is you put it on the back. We do have our strobes, we've got our lights, and again, which way around is it? We can rotate our lights around for our work, which I haven't shown you on all of them, but what we do now is put it into its operating position, and it is technically an auto load trailer. It will do 3 round bales, so you're going to come up behind them, pick up the bale, he'll put it on the back. It's brilliant. So clever. It does that, which is great. And if you leave it like that, it's fine. Just leave it like that. Just that's it. I'll leave it there. But if you then put it into transport position, that's okay. Oh, is it going to be alright now? But if I strap it down, watch what happens. No. Oh, you notice there's a lot of weight there. It might be alright. No. Oh, it suddenly decided it had the mass of a planet, and then it goes a little bit bonkers under the straps. No, there it goes. There it goes. No. 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 I wanted to show you unloading the bales. Because you can unload them. Get rid of the bales. Get off the back. Unload bales here. Oh, so you can unload them like that. L1, unload bales, move them with the right stick, then press unload here and they will drop off the back. I'm not quite sure what's causing that. I had visions of it flying across the map and the game crashing or something being horrendous. Now, that's it. I haven't had a game crash. It's been fine when you consider all of the configuration options, all the options, all the mods, all the things I've had to do. It's been alright. I mean, don't get me wrong, 82 Studio, as usual, ton of options, brilliant mods, sound great, look fantastic. Same with the SiiD modding stuff and, you know, always cracking mods. But that's it for the mods for today, Thursday the 24th of February. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.